evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. With the aim to develop the executive leadership in the public and private sectors, the Diwan of Royal Court launches the National Collaborative Leadership Program. The Royal Oman Police marks the opening of a police security unit at oil and gas installations in Qarn al-Alam. The National Symposium on Combating Human Trafficking discusses qualifying the national cadres to deal with the human trafficking issues. And the meeting of the Middle East region and the United States discusses developing health systems in the hospital sector. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. With the royal blessing of His Majesty the Sultan, Diwan of Royal Court launches the National Collaborative Leadership Program. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
With the participation of more than 70 graduates from previous national programs in the public and private sectors and a number of international and local experts, the Diwan of Royal Court launched the National Collaborative Leadership Program.
Three words describe this program: collaboration, Fourth Industrial Revolution, and innovative solutions. These are the three words among which the whole program was designed. So this is more about really innovative solutions in the Fourth Industrial Revolution for the new economy. Why this program is needed? When we did the study about how countries can be ready for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, how can they navigate that Fourth Industrial Revolution and benefit from the advantages it offers, there are two factors. One is the government competitiveness and the readiness of the private sector to innovate. So innovation and competitiveness are the key pillars of the Fourth Industrial Revolution for countries to be ready for. This program combines both. That's why we have participants from the government sector and we have participants from private sector, their executive leadership. They're going to go through rigorous process, and this program will bring them together to come up with innovative ideas for the new economy, for Oman, inshallah.
The program aims to build an integrated community of executive leaders in the public and private sectors, focusing on the concept of innovation, sustainability, and leadership, and educating participants on the design of the strategic projects that can be implemented in partnership with the public and private sectors, targeting the promising sectors of the Sultanate's economic priority.
This program is something which is bringing all the Oman Business Forum members together, representing the private and public sector. And one of the advantages which we have had is to collaborate with our members, and I think this is the largest platform we have got since graduation from the National CEO program.
We will have to adapt to the new global trends in manufacturing and in the workspace. Our skills, our minds will have to align so that we are in sync with the future global manufacturing indexes. And I think Oman should be getting ready. From what I heard today, I was very encouraged that our next generation leaders are in tune with the trends of the global industrial revolution.
The program targets 40 Omani executive leaders from the public and private sectors equally, following a transparent selection and evaluation process based on merit and efficiency, consisting of several different phases to be conducted over several weeks. Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Royal Oman Police ROP marked the celebration of the opening of a police security unit at oil and gas installations in Qarn al-Alam in the Governorate of Al-Dakhiliya, as well as the graduation of specialized officers and a number of police skills courses. The opening of the new unit comes to strengthen the security role of ROP in rendering services and protecting the oil installations which play a significant role in the Sultanate economy. The ceremony started with the arrival of the chief guest, His Excellency, the Minister of the Royal Office. After that, the parade column performed the military salute to the chief guest. Then the chief guest inspected the Guard of Honor. The graduates performed slow march accompanied by the tunes of the ROP music band. The graduates then chanted the ROP anthem and cheered thrice of His Majesty's life. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, with the attendance of Lieutenant General Hassan bin Muhsin al-Shiraiqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs. Qualifying and training national cadres to deal with various issues related to human trafficking, top discussions of the annual National Symposium on Combating Human Trafficking. The symposium highlighted the national efforts exerted in the field of combating this phenomena. The symposium also introduced means of providing care, protection, and shelter to the victims. Over 120 people from various bodies concerned with combating human trafficking in the Sultanate are participating in the symposium. Experts from the UN office will deliver lectures as part of the symposium activity, in which they will review experiences of some countries in combating human trafficking and challenges associated with this phenomena. The opening of the symposium was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Mohammed al-Saidi, Minister of Legal Affairs. Experts from 27 countries participated in the World Health Organization's regional meeting on implementing regional framework in the hospital sector in Mediterranean region, which was hosted recently by the Sultanate of Oman. The meeting discussed empowering hospital sector, mechanisms to overcome obstacles and challenges, and mechanisms to develop health systems in the sector. In a statement to Oman TV channel, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed al-Saidi, Minister of Health, pointed out that the health systems have developed a lot in the country, as there are referral hospitals in Muscat and other governorates. He also added that the workshop will promote workers in the health sector in terms of developing health systems in hospitals. Heads of the Gulf Cooperation Council High Court sent a cable of thanks to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos after the Sultanate hosted the works of the 5th round meeting for their excellencies, the heads of the high courts. During the meeting, they reviewed the Unified System project for the higher courts in the GCC countries. The meeting also discussed follow-up the implementation of the Strategic Operational Plan for the courts, as well as the proposal of the Sultanate's higher court to draft the internal system project for their meetings. Still to come on News Bulletin. Eco-friendly electric cars are introduced in the Wilaya of Nazwa for tourists and visitors to ride through the lanes of Al-Aqar. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The International Conference on Marine Engineering and Technology was organized by the Military Technological College in cooperation with the Institute of Marine Engineering and Technology in the United Kingdom. More than 25 countries took part in the event, as 50 scientific and research work papers were discussed by the experts in the conference. The Military Technological College, through this conference, aims to shed light on aspects related to research, innovation, and development in the marine engineering field. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Liftaisi, Minister of Transport. Exchanging viewpoints and discussing issues with mutual concern in the military field between the Sultanate and the United Kingdom, top discussions of Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan Armed Forces, with Lord Astor of Heffer, advisor at the British Ministry of Defence for Military Cooperation Affairs and envoy of UK Prime Minister for Commerce. The Sultanate celebrated the anniversary of Prophet Muhammad's birthday, peace be upon him. The ceremony, that witnessed a huge attendance from members of the society, included poetic sessions and religious lectures, in addition to presentations that expressed the biography of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Ali bin Khalfan al-Jabri, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Information. The Sharia Sciences College celebrated the graduation of the 31st and the 32nd batch of students of bachelor degree holders. The number of graduates was 247 in various majors related to jurisprudence and religion. The graduation ceremony included a number of activities and distribution of certificates to the graduates and excelled students. The graduation ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Isa bin Hamad al-Azri, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Justice. The students expressed their happiness and pride for graduation after the hard work and efforts they exerted during the years of study, and stressed that they are ready to serve their country. Sultanate of Oman won silver medallion in Andorra Biennale Art in Spain. 10 Omani photographers from Omani Photography Society, which is currently under the Ministry of Arts. The event attracted a huge crowd of international critics and stakeholders who expressed their appreciation and fondness over the Omani photos that beautifully reflect the Omani deep-rooted heritage, culture, and traditions. The latest National Multi-Hazards Early Warning Center analysis indicates that the tropical storm Meha has receded to Category 1 tropical storm and is located at the center of the Arabian Sea. The surface wind speed is estimated between 65 and 70 knots around the center, changing its direction towards northeast along the Indian coast and away from the Sultanate's coasts. The cyclone's center is about 610 kilometers away from the closest point of the Sultanate's coast, Ras Madraka, with the possibility of rainy clouds over the coast of South Sharqiya and Al-Wusta governorates during the coming 2 days. Rough seas will continue on the coast of the governorates of South Sharqiya, Al-Wusta, and Dhofar, with a maximum wave height of 4 meters. The Public Authority for Civil Aviation advises the public to follow the latest official weather bulletins and reports. The Sultanate of Oman participated in the World Travel Market that takes place in London. Ministry of Tourism participated in the exhibition, displaying and highlighting important destinations in the country. The 3-day event attracts annually over 51,000 visitors and is considered a venue for leading travel industry to discuss potential business deals and provide customers with a new array of quality services. In a first-of-its-kind initiative in the Sultanate, Omani youth in the Wilaya of Nazwa provided electric cars to help tourists and visitors go on tours around the attractions in Al-Aqar Old Lane, Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
Visitors to the Wilaya of Nizwa, specifically to Nizwa Heritage Inn in the Al-Aqar Old Lane, will now enjoy a new touristic service, which is the electric cars.
Nizwa attracted me a lot. It is an old city with clean and beautiful old lanes. Omanis are friendly people. Riding this car gives me the chance to see the lanes and historical aspect of the city.
Accompanied by a tour guide, the tourists are taken on classic electric cars around the attractions in the area between the narrow lanes of Al-Aqar Heritage Site, all the way to Nizwa Fort and Nizwa Old Market.
At first, I expected the weather to be hot, but once we went through the old lane, it was nice and the place was beautiful. I was impressed by the falash system in Nizwa.
It is worth mentioning that this initiative has been started by Omani youth in the Wilaya of Nizwa to support the local tourism sector and the services provided to the tourists. The electric cars give the visitors a wonderful experience to travel back in the history of the place. Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Wilaya of Nizwa, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. With the aim to develop the executive leadership in the public and private sectors, the Diwan of Royal Court launches the National Collaborative Leadership Program. The Royal Oman Police marked the opening of a police security unit at oil and gas installations in Qarn al-Alam. The National Symposium on Combating Human Trafficking discusses qualifying the national cadres to deal with the human trafficking issues. And the meeting of the Middle East region and the United States discusses developing health systems in the hospital sector. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a good night.
السلام في كفك سنين وزمان، سقيت بشعبك وبك صار محروس، يا سامعي كانك تبي تعرف عمان، شوف برها شوف بحرها المجد مغروس،
شوف برها شوف بحرها المجد مغروس.
شفت السلام في كفك سنين وزمان، سقيت بشعبك وبك صار محروس، يا سامعي كانك تبي تعرف عمان، شوف برها شوف بحرها المجد مغروس،
شوف برها شوف بحرها المجد مغروس. للمجد للتاريخ اسم وعنوان، ما هي غريبا قالوا المجد قابوس، يوم القصايد تنكتب قاف واوزان، قاموس اسمه للشعر صار قاموس.
العدو منحر بالسهم والقوس، حنا جنودك لا سمعنا الزقرحان، حنا عصاك اللي بوجه العداموس،
حنا عصاك اللي بوجه العداموس.
يا سيدي لك ينثن الصعب ويهان، ولا العدو منحر بالسهم والقوس، حنا جنودك لا سمعنا الزقرحان، حنا عصاك اللي بوجه العداموس،
حنا عصاك اللي بوجه العداموس. المجد للتاريخ اسم وعنوان، ما هي غريبا قالوا المجد قاموس، يوم القصايد تنكتب قاف واوزان، قاموس اسمه للشعر صار قاموس.
تاريخه الشامخ على الكون ملموس، سلطاننا ما يشبه أي سلطان، والله ما نبغي أحد غير قابوس،
والله ما نبغي أحد غير قابوس.
قلبه نقاطي بهرقة عزه وشان، تاريخه الشامخ على الكون ملموس، سلطاننا ما يشبه أي سلطان، والله ما نبغي أحد غير قابوس،
والله ما نبغي أحد غير قابوس. للمجد للتاريخ اسم وعنوان، ما هي غريبا قالوا المجد قابوس، يوم القصايد تنكتب قاف واوزان، قاموس اسمه للشعر صار قاموس.
بس اتأكدي لو مشيتي من هنا هترجعي لحياة الفقر والبهدلة طول عمرك.
لأني اقتنعت إن ده الحل الأفضل لكل الأطراف.